Once upon a time, at a joyful kingdom, there lived a prince who wanted to find a real princess. He traveled through land and sea all over the world to find a real princess to marry, but could not find one anywhere. He knew that the real princess he was searching for had to exist, but he just did not know how to meet her. The prince returned home very sad and disappointed, but kept his dream alive. He came to his father to tell him about his journey and his quest for a real princess. The wise king, wanting to give him advice, said, "My dearest son, there is always a time for everything. You must be patient, and you will find what you are looking for." The prince decided to follow his father's advice to continue with his usual life. One day, a terrible stormy night filled with lightning and thunder struck the kingdom. The heavy rain made everyone in the kingdom stay home to keep themselves safe from the storm, and so did the royal family. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, someone knocked on the main entrance of the royal palace. Everyone in the palace was very surprised that someone could be outside in such stormy weather. The queen decided to open the door herself, and then they saw a beautiful girl standing outside, shivering from the cold. "Come in, my dear," the queen said. "What are you doing outside on such a terrible night?" "I am a princess from a faraway kingdom. I got lost wandering through the woods," the girl replied. The royal family invited the girl for dinner and offered dry clothes to her. During the whole dinner, the prince could not take his eyes off the beautiful girl, and the queen could notice it. After the dinner, the queen approached the prince and told him, "I see you liked this girl very much. We may check if she is a real princess. Tonight it will be." Shortly after, she ordered the servants to bring 6 mattresses to the room where the girl was invited to sleep over the night. After all the mattresses were kindly placed over the bed, the queen leaned in to put a small pea under the 6 mattresses. "Tomorrow we will know for sure if she is a real princess or not," the queen said to the prince and the king. Both were very surprised, but did not say a word. The next morning, the royal family visited the beautiful guest. "Good morning, sweet lady. Did you have a good night? Could you sleep well last night?" the queen asked. "Thank you, I slept well," the girl replied, but she looked so tired they did not believe her. "Are you sure, dear? Was there anything wrong?" the queen insisted. "You were so kind to me, I did not want to be offensive, but I could not sleep a minute during the whole night. Despite having so many mattresses, I had a feeling that I slept on a big round stone." "You certainly are a real princess," the queen exclaimed. "Only a real princess can feel a little pea under a stack of mattresses." The prince was so very happy that he followed his father's advice of being patient and met the real princess with whom he fell in love with, whenever destiny wanted it to happen. The next day, the prince and the real princess married and lived happily ever after. And then That pea was placed in a royal museum as a sign that even a small thing can make big changes.